Hey, live reading sprints with me. Let me know if you're hanging out with me today and what you're reading or what you're doing today. I made myself a good cup of tea, and technically, I will be writing tonight because I'm writing today instead of reading, but all can read. I want to hear everything that you're reading and everything, but I will be writing for myself. I've even put it in my little note thing right here that says writing my novel. So that's what I will be doing. I've been doing a lot of reading, but also a lot of writing this week. So I think tonight's going to be a great night. I to 1,000 written during these reading sprints. So that'll be a nice goal. So I might do reading in between. I don't know. I doubt it because usually when I'm on a roll, usually I decide not to do any reading, but just a writing. So that'll be a nice way to hang out with you all while also getting some work done too. So yes, that should be lots of fun. So let's see who's popping in today. Hi, Grace. Grace has got her book ready and getting the kettle ready. Awesome. And wrapping up your projects. Hello, Fashion Aplenty. Tired. Yep, so am I. I almost canceled, but I'm like, you know what? I really need to get some writing done. So I'm not going to cancel on you and I'm just going to hang out with you and write. So we're going to do that. Watching a Hallmark movie. Good choice. We started watching a, what's it called? It's Candace Cameron Bure's network, and I can't remember what it's called right now, but we started a Christmas one with her, and it's like a soldier Christmas movie, and it was pretty cute so far. We just started it though, so I'm gonna finish it tonight. And you're also waiting for your food. Ordered a cake from a nearby place. Ooh, yummy. Is it like a whole cake or is it just like, like a serving size? But either way, I wish you would bring some here. Hi, Reese. Reese is reading The Snowy Footprints by Abigail Manning. Nice. I should probably should put my tea on something else because I have some honey that spilled over. So I'll have to clean that up before I start writing. Hi, Jamie. Jamie's here. And T's here too. Hi. T will be reading and writing tonight. Awesome. Hi, Mercedes. Mercedes is working on some online Christmas shopping. Very nice. I think I'm officially done. I've been officially done for about 2 weeks now, I think. So thankfully, I'm done. Hey, Jeanette. Jeanette's reading Guilty Until Innocent tonight. Awesome. Is that, I feel like I know the author. I can't remember who it is. So remind me. I can picture it in my head, I think. I could be totally wrong. Debbie, glad to see you here tonight. And you're still reading What Lies Between Us. Is that by I think I've read it. Can't remember the author though. No, I do not want to restart. 1 second, guys. I'm going to pick a time to restart my computer because I do not want it to restart on me. We're going to do it tomorrow. Okay. Because that would be, yeah, we're scheduling the restart for tomorrow because that would be horrible if it restarted on me. So if I'm gone, that's why. Okay. Reese will probably write something tonight as well, but I need to knock out some reading. Yeah, definitely. Thankfully, though, like I made myself a goal. I'm doing one physical review book per week for the rest of December. And I think that'll get me done with the physical review books that I wanted to get done this year. So otherwise, I still have like some ebooks I need to read and stuff. But as far as physical books go, oh yeah, there's a few more from Baker Publishing, but those don't count because I know those will get done. T is reading Beyond Ivy Walls. Ooh, I love that book so much. And working on a secret project. Awesome. Yes, what kind of cake? I want to know. Anything good? Jamie's reading Snow-Crossed Letters by Shatona Havoc. Nice. I read my first one by her last week and I loved it. I'm like, I want to read all of her Christmas books now, and she's got a ton of them. Hi, Nikita. Nikita's reading Gardner Heist. and Miracle on 34th Street. Nice. Hi, Courtney. Courtney's reading The Heart of the Mountains by Pepper Basham. Yay. Oh, yay. And I must not have looked at my spam. I usually look in my regular email, and every other week I tend to look at my spam. I gotta be better about that. I don't get many spam messages that shouldn't be there, but if it's there, I will move you to the inbox so I can look at it later. Yes, I did. So I will move it to my inbox. So I'll check it out later. Thank you for letting me know, because otherwise it might have been a few days before I saw that. But I do love The Heart of the Mountains. Love that book. I love the entire series. It's so good. Hello, Stacy. Stacy's finishing Last Christmas by Maria Franklin. It's a thriller set around Christmas. Ooh, awesome. I know. I really should have added some mystery or thrillers into my Christmas books. I think I only put like 1 or 2 mysteries in my advent calendar, and I was like, I really should have added more because I'm getting a little tired of romance right now. And don't get me wrong, I love romance, but Christmas romances, I don't know, they tend to feel the same way. Oh, yeah, the Mars guy. Yes, yes. Thank you for reminding me. I don't know why I thought it was somebody different, but yes. Robert Whitlow. Okay, that's the name I was thinking of in my head, but for some reason I couldn't remember his name. But I have an e-arc of that too. Jamie, you're currently looking for a book featuring hot chocolate for your Bookstagram. Ooh, I don't know of any that feature hot chocolate. I'm pretty sure I probably have read a book, at least one of them, where they've drinking hot chocolate, but I can't remember which one. There is one like set around like a bakery type situation, but I don't know if there's any hot chocolate involved. So there might not be. Hi, Christina. Christina's reading Bound to the Shadow Prince. I'm guessing that's fantasy. It sounds fantasy. Oh, work week was a heavy this week. Oh, I'm sorry. Plus, I'm doing a lot of Christmas shopping. That sounds like you are tired. Lots of good deals before the end of the year. Yes. Yes. I did a little shopping for myself around Black Friday, I will admit. But I didn't do too badly. And I got some really, really, really good deals. That's why I really don't shop the entire rest of the year. And Fashion Up Planet is getting a mocha and hazelnut Swiss roll slice. Okay, seriously, like, send me a slice. That sounds so good. Oh, Jamie says that she finished that Robert Whitlow book and enjoyed it. Nice. That will probably be my first Robert Whitlow book because I've never read it before. Sorry about that. I was talking to my family. Everybody's always adding books to their list. I mean, seriously, whose TBR is less than like 5 books? I mean, mine is like into like the hundreds, if not thousands right now. That 25-day thriller, I need to read that. It sounds so good. And I have a feeling I would enjoy something like that next year. Next year, I will add it to my advent calendar next year. Stacy says A Lighthouse Cafe Christmas by Jennifer Fay has hot cocoa on the cover. I need something with food on the cover too, because there's a Facebook group I'm in that one of the prompts is food on the cover. And I'm like, I have not picked up a food on the cover yet. Oops, I just lost my place in the comments. 1 second. There we are. Hi, Jamie. Oh, you're going to Wyatt's work Christmas party. Nice. We'll have fun. I hope you have fun. I don't think I've ever been to a work Christmas party unless you count like a military Christmas party. Then I've been to one of those. But otherwise, as far as work Christmas party, I'll be celebrating by myself over here. I could have a Christmas party if I thought about it earlier. I probably could have planned something for all of us as a live Christmas party. That would have been fun. Maybe next year. Jamie's read plenty, but she's having a teacher at Christmas time brain tonight. I can't think of any at the moment. I know, me too. I'm like not teacher brain, but like just um YouTuber brain, I guess. Yeah, I say like if I just concentrated on my TBR and not on new releases or people talking about books, I probably could like finish it by like 2000 and I don't know, I'm guessing 2040 maybe. If I only read books from there. If so, I don't know. Fashion Aplenty finished The Last Short Story by Elizabeth Gaskell in her Cranford book. Her short stories are like 30 pages long. That's a pretty long short story. The last one I wanted to finish was Cousin Phyllis. It was not worth it. Yeah, short stories usually end up being average ratings for me because like half of them I like, half of them I don't like, and so it's just a mixture. Yes, that's true. I could get the 25 days on sale and keep it for 2025 Christmas because you can read that any year. Ellie Alexander has a book called Mocha She Wrote. There's cocoa in a mocha. Wow, I can't talk. Yes, there is cocoa in a mocha. That's really hard to say. Oh, that's great, Christina. I need to unhaul. I just unhauled, I think, about 5 or 6 books, and I'm like, I just realized how many books that I've gotten over the past year, and seriously, like, I'm like, I really need to unhaul some books. So I went through and got rid of like ones that like were only like 3-star rating. And I was like, I'm not going to reread these. One was a gift. I'm like, oh, I really don't want to get rid of it because it was a gift. But I'm like, well, I don't think I'm going to reread it. So I was like, I just had to tell myself, you can do it. You can unhaul it. So I have been unhauling quite a few. And next year I'd like to read like a lot of my mainstream fiction that I still have on my TBR card. I'd like to make those a priority. So if I don't like them, I can just, kick them to the curb. Jeanette says the beginning has started a bit slow, but I'm used to it. Particularly interested in the married couple. Ooh, and excited each time it switches to their point of view. I do love a good married couple story. There aren't enough of those. It's like I love when stories like just start with a married couple. I love that. She's now going to read summaries before reading anything new. I'm going to be very careful. Yeah. Yeah. Unless it's an author that I've already read from, I do tend to read summaries, or I have learned to read reviews now too. Like if something sounds really good that somebody talked about, I'm like, that sounds good. But then I'll look at reviews, especially if it's mainstream fiction. I'm like, probably not. Susie's reading Mistletoe Season. Hi, Susie. Awesome. I loved that book. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Sheila Roberts' story and Pepper Basham's. And Kathleen Fuller's was good, but I enjoyed the other two a little bit more. You have less than 5 books on your current shelf. You do such a good job. Does anyone know of any married couples fiction? I know one that the first one that pops into my head is Janine Roche's book, With Every Memory. And I'll type it in the comments so you know. But it's one of my favorite books about a woman who loses like the last like 13 years of her life, something like that. And so she doesn't even remember her new house. She doesn't remember like her kid is all grown up and everything, and her marriage is kind of having problems. She has no idea why. It's really good. And also Pepper Basham's series, her Freddie and Grace series, those are past the first book because they get married in the first book. Not a spoiler. I mean, they fall in love and stuff. But the rest of the series is all about them when they're married and solving mysteries together. And it's a really great series. I love that they're a married couple. Yeah, exactly. I hate reading books that are kind of stinkers, and I DNF pretty easily unless like it's for like a prompt that like I only have a couple days left to finish it, or whatever. I'm like, well, I guess I'll read it even though it's only 1 or 2 stars. It's a little easier than starting a new book that late. Mistletoe Seasons is on your TBR soon list. T says Chosen of the Tapestry by Laura Claver. It's Christian fantasy. Is that for a married couple, T? Mm, can't believe my tea's already almost gone. All right. So I guess we'll go ahead and start a reading sprint. I'm going to do 30 minutes because it'll give me a little bit extra time to write. So let's go until, yes, T says a married couple in that book. Okay. Let's go until, what's 30 minutes? I'm trying to think. I'm so tired. Let's go until 50 after. So it'll give us a couple extra minutes. And yeah, so we'll go until 50 after. So have fun reading, everyone, or writing, or doing whatever you want to do. And I'll see you all back shortly. Okay, everyone, that's the end of our first reading sprint for the night, or writing sprint, depending on what you're doing tonight. Let me go ahead and hide that. There we go. I feel like I want to change the banner color too. What color should we do? Let's see. I feel like, let's see, we've done green. I feel like we should do another holiday color, but let's do like a darkish red. I think that's good. Let's do that. All right, so back to comments. Okay, so guess what? I wrote 426 words during that sprint. I am only 1,000 words away from my goal. I am so excited. And I wrote more than I thought I would because I got a package in the mail. I did like 2 other things. So I'm like, honestly, I did not think my brain was going to go that far. So yay, I'm really happy with that goal. 426 words. So I have literally only 1,000 left to go before I hit 20,000. I'm so excited. I can't wait to read 20,000 in my, whatever it's called, on my Word document. I can't really do it on my phone to see my total because technically my whole document is in my laptop. Oh, actually, I'm on my laptop. For some reason, I thought I was in the other room. But it's going really well. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. I need rest. After December, like January will be like, I usually take January just to like kind of get a break. Like I kind of pre-filmed some stuff in January and then I just kind of like breathe like the entire January. I'm hibernating and relaxing. Yes, I do too. I play it when I go to bed. I put on Christmas music, which is always fun. Hello, glad you're just joining in. You're hoping to read your Christmas devotional. Oh, that's great. And a chapter in your Bible tonight. I still have to read in Luke because that was one of the prompts for our Tinsel and Tales readathon. And that's the last thing I have to do. And I finished the Tinsel and Tales readathon like 2 weeks early. So that's good. You got an interesting question in your devotional. Interesting. That is a good question. Why are you sometimes surprised when God answers your prayers? I mean, if it's like little prayers, I don't think we're that much surprised. But the big prayers, I think we all feel that at some point, you know? Or like, I know I get surprised when like I don't even pray for something and yet like God knew like that I needed or, you know, just wanted to bless me and I'm like, it surprises me like crazy. Hi, Grandma Susan. Just finished The Queen's Cook. That's awesome. I'm going to be starting that book this weekend and hopefully finish it by Monday. So that will be the review for Monday. Spoiler alert. Hopefully, if I get it finished. That was a nice little ambiance. It was a new one. I just saw that it didn't have any commercials. So I was like, let's pick that one. So I didn't have to like pause it or hurry up and change the music. Hi, Celestria. Glad you're here. You're editing a video that I'm planning to read Across the Ages. A Little Woman loved Across the Ages. I still feel like I have read Little Woman growing up, but like for some reason my adult self says you've never read it. So I don't know. But at some point, I don't think it'll happen this holiday season. Maybe next year, I will read it. Hello, Allie. Glad you joined in. Read 52 pages of Miracle on 34th Street. Wow, that is... I forgot we were doing 30-minute reading sprints. I'm like, that's a lot for 20 minutes, but it's 30. Thank you, Reese. I know, I'm surprised. I was like, okay, if I got like 400 words done in that time, like, that was really good. And I got some good paragraphs too. I finally like figured out something. I'm like, okay, like, because I can share this. My character deals with anxiety. And I'm like, there's got to be a situation on how that occurred. So we kind of solved that a little bit in the paragraphs that I just did. So it's not a spoiler, I don't think, but I mean, that's my main character's persona anyway. She deals with anxiety. I think it's good to bring to light. Not many characters in books have anxiety. I feel like a lot of people, especially nowadays, have it. Grace read 15 pages of What Lies Between Us. Oh, sometimes I can't talk. Mhm. Thank you. You got about 20 or so pages in. Awesome. I only have about 30 left. That's great. You should be able to finish tonight. Reese decided she would catch up on videos and other things. Nothing like procrastination. Yeah. Yep. And honestly, like I used to watch so many YouTube videos. I mean, like I used to watch a lot. And now I barely watch any. Like I'll watch a few like a couple times a month, but like I don't know, I think I've just been in like a really good reading time now where I'm just like I just want to read or write or take a break and watch TV because I rarely watch TV anymore either. Lizzie, so glad you popped in. Well, safe travels home. Christina's trying to get to chapter 10 in Luke, but you're on chapter 3 so far. You should finish that soon. I would like to read the whole book of Luke, but I'm okay if I don't because I didn't quite read through the entire Bible. I'm like kind of like I think 12 books short or something. But I figured I have a new Bible tracker in my reading journal. I'm just going to restart in the new year and just start all over so I can use that Bible tracker. Hello, avid book junkie. Well, thank you for stopping by. Glad my live popped in. Well, we're doing reading sprints if you want to join in and have some fun with us, or writing because I'm writing instead of reading, but that's because I have a goal to meet before tomorrow. Can I do it? Well, it's before tomorrow night, so if I don't make it today, I can at least make it partially tomorrow morning. You made progress on Christmas shopping. That's always good. That's always good. Yes. They make it so easy for us now, right? We just click a button and there you go. I do like to shop in person, but I don't think I did much of that this year. I think I bought 1 or 2 items in person. I think the rest I bought online, but I do like to shop in person. It depends on what you're looking for, I guess. That exact video I played tonight. Oh, that's hilarious. I thought you just meant like Christmas music in general. That's funny. That's funny. I just saw it because like there was no commercial, so I'm like, this is great to play for this. So that's funny. That's funny. You had a great dinner. You were so hungry. Oh, Chinese fried rice and chicken. Yummy. Heated up to the warmest temp. It feels so nice and warm. Yes, warm food on a cold night. Well, depends on where you live, but cold night. Okay, well, thank you, Avril. I wasn't sure if you wanted like by your username or what. Well, I will put that to memory. Hopefully, it might take me a few tries, but I will try. Susie read 20 pages to get me to the Pepper Basham story. Oh, is that like the Earth through the back? I don't know where my brain went there for a second, but I do love that Pepper Basham story. It's so good. You're currently reading Infected by Scott Siegler. I have never heard of that book. I'm always intrigued to look up books that I've never heard of. And you guys bring out some interesting ones, that's for sure. Oh, I forgot. I have my handy dandy keyboard here, which is connected to my phone. So I can't actually type on my phone when that's connected. Ooh, that cover. That cover is really interesting. Interesting. Honestly, kind of sounds like something I would like because it kind of reminds me of like a sci-fi horror book, kind of. That book, Infected. Interesting. I do like a good kind of like more sci-fi horror as long as it's not like super creepy. Because I do like Josh Malerman. Some of his books are pretty good. Yeah, horror thriller. Sounds interesting. The cover though kind of creeps me out. All right, let's see. So I'm trying to think of like what I am currently reading. What am I currently reading? I started a Christmas book for the vlog for next week, which I'm not going to spoil that. Although, did I actually write that I'm reading it? No, I didn't. I didn't put it down that I'm reading it on on Goodreads. I usually do those, so that's a spoiler. But I'm reading a Christmas book for that. reading vlog, and I don't know. I don't know what else I'm in the mood to read. Like, I don't really mood read a lot during Christmas time. I thought I would, but I have too many books that I actually need to get to. So I am in the mood though for a really good thriller though. If you know like something that's gonna like make your heart race, but like not 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 gory horror, but like just something really fast paced. I need something fast paced. Oh, I am reading. That's right. I am reading CC Warren's next book in the Holly series, which is actually a really good mystery thriller type book series. So if it gets as good as book one does, then that's good. Yeah, it does sound very timely. Next year, you're going on a fantasy run. Oh, I love fantasy. I really do. Although I'm going to find out this year that I actually really love sci-fi. Sci-fi, I found out I love sci-fi so much, but fantasy, I do love fantasy so much. I need to read more. If you are an audiobook listener, though, well, it's more sci-fi. I was going to say, that's not fantasy, it's sci-fi. Well, if you enjoy sci-fi, I don't know if you do Avid Book Junkie or not, but if you do enjoy sci-fi, there is an audio series called the Drossarin Saga. And the narrator is like the top-notch narrator I've ever listened to in my life. So if you like audiobooks, I highly recommend that. It's by Ronnie Kendig. I can type it into the comments for you. I still need to continue that series, but it is a really great audiobook. And it has some romance, but it's not like super romance. But it's kind of funny that your wife got you into some romance. It's like, I like romance, but it definitely has to have a bigger plot behind it too. Although fluffy romances are nice too, but I do like more meatier romances. The Guest List by Lucy Foley had me turning pages. Awesome. I have heard of Lucy Foley. I'm not sure if I've read any of her books or not. I keep forgetting. I can't type on my phone because it's plugged into my keyboard. But I have heard of The Guest List. Oh no, I haven't read any of her books. I thought I had. I think I owned that book at one point, but I hauled it for some reason. But I wouldn't mind trying her out. That's just my dad in the background. He just got home from work like an hour ago. So our kid just fell asleep. Okay, well, we should still be here. I'll be here for at least another hour and a half at least, because I would like to get at least another 500 words written. So I'll be here for a little while. We read the Generations trilogy by Scott Sigler and really enjoyed it. Interesting. So now that I know about this author, I'm gonna have to check him out some more. I'm gonna screenshot Scott Sigler so I can check him out. Not that I will ever get a chance to read them because I just have way too many books on my TBR, but you never know. You never know. Yeah. I don't like those you know what parts. That's why if you don't like those you know what parts, that's all my channel is all clean fiction. And I do really want to read more sci-fi and fantasy next year. So I will be like putting out a video, hopefully like halfway through next year, of a bunch of fantasy and sci-fi recommendations. So I'm excited for that because I really think I'm hitting my fantasy and sci-fi era. I just really love speculative fiction. I think it's so much fun. The backlog of books will never end. No, it will not. I have an app called Handy Library, and it's great. It's a great app, but like I literally have like 40 different lists. I have my weekly TBRs, but like most of these are just like different things. Like, well, there's also review books on here too and stuff. But like fiction books, series books, first to check out from the library, cozy mysteries, clean romances, standalones, series. I have like a bunch of middle grade, you know, a lot of different lists. The problem with having the app, you always add but never take away. No, I have not heard of Jonathan Mayberry. I'm gonna have to look. See, I love book recommendations, and someday I will read them, maybe. But I will look it up. Ooh, oh, okay, he's got interesting covers. So see, these look a little bit more horror to me. I don't know if they are. If they're worse than Josh Malerman's Bird Box, then they wouldn't be for me. The Bird Box is about the most I can handle for like thrillery horror type stuff, and that's not even really horror to me, honestly. But the way this guy writes, he will pull you in right away. Well, I do like stories like that. That's okay. It's either stupid autocorrect or you type too fast and click enter. I posted a thing on my Facebook earlier. It was either today or yesterday, but it says, sadly, I do my best proofreading after I hit SNED. So, no, I can't even see it. But yeah, all proofreading always happens after you hit SNED, which is send, but it's spelled weird. All right. What time is it? It is, let's see, we've been talking for a little while, 15 minutes or so. Let's go ahead and do another half-hour reading sprint or whatever you want to do during that sprint time. So let's go until a little below 30 minutes. So we'll go until 40 after. So have fun, everyone, and I will see you all back in half an hour. Okay, everyone, that's the end of our next reading sprint. Let me know how you all did during that sprint. Trying to figure out how many words I did. I only did about 200 that time, but it's still writing. I got distracted by Facebook and stuff, and then I stopped writing at like 34 after, because I was like, well, I finished a thought and I didn't want to continue on, so we're just gonna scroll Facebook. So I have a total of 658 words done. So not bad, not bad. Hey, I'm happy that I have less than 800 words to go. So not bad at all. Yay. I think that's accurate. Let me see, where were we on comments here? Oops, I don't know why I highlighted a bunch of stuff. There we go. All right, where were we? There we are. I always put a little star so I know where we are. Hi, Sky. Glad you joined in. Vlogmas and all the daily projects at home are keeping you busy. Yeah. Yeah, Vlogmas, Bookmas. Yeah, I have been busy. And I will say I have not pre-filmed much this year, which is bad on my part. But I pre-filmed some, but then like I never actually finished editing them. That's a problem. Like some videos are still like on YouTube, but like the thumbnail isn't there and the description box is empty. I'm like, just get those done, and at least you'll have 2 or 3 videos that you can post. Hi, I'm glad you're back. The cake was so good. Ooh, coffee tasting. Definitely buying again. Well, it sounds really good. I'm not a huge coffee drinker, but I do like coffee flavored things. And the smell of coffee is really good. I have a candle that smells like coffee. It's so good. You need more 10 hours in each day. Yeah, 10 hours extra each day would definitely be a big help for everybody. 100%. Oh no, your neck light died. I hate when that happens. It's like, okay, does yours? Because I have one, which is I have a couple, but like my favorite because like it's independent of each other. Like you can click one on, which I love because like if you're writing, like if you have both on, like there's always a shadow because like I'm a lefty, so I leave one off. But when yours dies, does it just like die off completely or does it like slowly fade? That's what mine does. And like it slowly fades, so I know like I can barely see my book and I'm like, "Oh, I think it's time to charge you because I can barely read." Yay, I'm so glad you got your book done. I do this every Friday. I was doing it every Wednesday afternoon too, but I kind of fell off that wagon. But every Friday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern, I am on here. So, yes, you will find me every Friday. Even Christmas week, I will be on here because it's like 2 days after. So, I could use a break to hang out with you all. So, yes, every Friday. Hi, Talonda. Glad you're here. You're reading The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year by Allie Carter. Very nice. I love that title, Wonderful Crime of the Year. I don't know exactly what crime would be wonderful, but oh, yes, she was reading one called Last Christmas. That's right. Last Christmas. Psychological thriller. I do love a good psychological thriller. That is one of my favorite genres is psychological thrillers, but done well. Because some have been pretty bad. Celestia finished making her video. Nice. I'm going to read Across the Ages during the next sprint. Awesome. I think our mail's been kind of loopy around this time of season because, like, I did not get my copy of Across the Ages, my review copy in the mail. So I waited. I always wait. Like, I always wait, like, at least 2 weeks after the publication date before contacting the publishers. I'm like, hey, I didn't get my book. So, and then I ended up getting 2 copies. I'm like, how does that happen? Like, I wait 2 weeks on purpose. And it's like, they're nice about it though. But it's like, still, it's like, I literally wait 2 weeks just to make sure that I'm not going to get it, that it's the mailman's fault. But I'm glad I did get a copy of that because it's really good. Nikita finished Miracle on 34th Street. Awesome. Ooh, a 5-star read. Oh, that's great. I do love that line. Faith is believing in things when common sense tells you not to. Is that in the movie? I feel like that's in the movie too. We haven't rewatched it yet this year, so I'll have to see it. I like I don't know if it's the original version or not anymore, but the one with Maureen O'Hara in it. Uh, but I feel like that's in the movie. I'm not sure. But I will definitely have to check that out because I never knew it was a book. So, I mean, obviously it's going to be at least as good as the movie because it's the same author doing both, which is always nice. Oh, you're getting your munchkins down. Good night, and you're welcome for the reading sprints. Hi, Chantel. Glad you're here. Nikita says the next sprint she'll read her nonfiction book, Gardner Heist. That sounds good. I mean, I want to read more nonfiction. So Nikita, if you have like a list of like your top favorite nonfiction, just shoot me a message or put in the comments, and I would love to know your favorites, especially like really interesting ones like Gardner Heist, stuff that has to do with like I don't know. I like crime. Let's just put it that way. I think I've been hanging around too many authors that write crime books. You read one whole page. Hey, it's still reading, and you got some done. That's all that counts. Just read the synopsis, and it sounds really good. Nice. Allie was eating yogurt, talking to your guy. I'm guessing that's talking. Hi, Chelsea. Aw, thank you. You watched a few videos and added about 30 books to your Goodreads TBR. That's my goal in life, just to make your TBRs unmanageable. You can blame me all you want. I am more than happy to do it. I'm so happy. I try to like make, you know, I love making new friends on this channel. And every time somebody new pops in, I'm like, you got a new friend in me. I love talking books. I love having friends. Okay, your neck light slowly fades. So I'm not the only one. Mine does last. I'm not sure if it's 80 hours or not, but the one that I have does last a long time before it starts to fade. Like I can take it on like camping trips and I'm totally fine. Actually, I don't know if you're a camper or not, but if you do go camping, neck lights are fantastic for like walking to the bathroom in the middle of the night. I'm just saying, maybe a little bit of too much information, but it's great because you can be hands free. You just click on the light so you don't trip on anything on the way to the bathroom. Unless you have a camper, then you don't have to walk to the bathroom. But us poor people over here still tend to camp. Your book like just dies without warning. Oh no, that's even worse. I feel like because you're reading and all of a sudden you're in total darkness. It's like, wait, I was like in the middle of a cliffhanger here. Thank you so much. Oh, we have more knitters in here. Nice. I like to crochet. I I don't think I could do knitting because I'm ambidextrous, but I can't do two things at once, if that makes any sense. Like I can write or eat or just I don't think I do sports with both hands, but I don't think I can't do two things at once. That's why I can never play the piano. And I was more of a wind instrument person because you only have to do like one motion instead of doing like two different ones at once. So yeah, I don't think I could ever knit. Not that I wouldn't want to try, but it would be really hard for me. Oh, you won't be here next Friday. Aw. You're taking your son's friend, who's a student from China, out to celebrate her Christmas Eve birthday. Oh, that's fun. I love that. An early dinner and a hockey game. That's fun. We'll have lots of fun. That sounds like a great time. That sounds great. I think that sounds like a great time. You can tell me all about it the week after if you're on Readings, friends. Chelsea's reading A Soul as Cold as Frost. Ooh, trying to figure out if I like it or not. A good friend recommended it. I was going to say, don't you just hate when that happens? Like, one of your best friends recommends a book and you're like, I don't know. Not that that ever really happens to me because, like, usually if a friend recommends it, usually it's like way down on the TBR pile and then I forget who recommended it. Or I don't know, usually recommended books, they rate pretty highly. I think I've only DNF'd one recommended book by a friend so far. So not bad, not bad. Idle hands, yeah. Yeah, I'm either coloring or coloring in my coloring app as well or in a book. Uh, Bible journaling. Yeah. I do crochet, but I can't listen to an audiobook because I'm a visual learner, so I do patterns on YouTube that I watch. And so if it's a repetitive pattern, then I can go read a book or listen to a book while I'm crocheting. Yes, there is a book to Miracle on 31st Street. I know it. We all should read it. That was my favorite line from Miracle on 34th Street too. That is a good line. Favorite nonfiction, Adorning the Dark. Oh no. Oh no. Have you seen my least favorite video, Chelsea? I'm so sorry. I wanted to love that book. I wanted to love it because, like, I'm a writer and I thought it was going to be more inspirational for book writers, and I just didn't get anything out of it. I might have gotten like a few sentences here and there, but I was so disappointed that I didn't. I think I overhyped myself. I think that was the problem. Or I thought it was going to be something different. Okay, it is the original. I thought for some reason there was like one before that because like I saw something. I don't know if it was on YouTube or another one where there was another version that I never even heard of. I'm like, where's that one? Okay, so was Tandem released? That's what I thought because I looked it up on Google after we were done talking last week, and I was like, it looks like they were written like the same year, so like one after the other maybe. Oh, so the line you quoted was in the film. I thought so. I use my neck light all the time too. I love it so much. I haven't used it as of much lately because I've been reading more ebooks lately, but I do love my neck light, even for writing in my journal at night. In the edition you have of the book, it has a historical note that explains the creation of story by Valentine Davies. Interesting. Well, that's cool. I like authors' little historical notes at the end. They are really good. Oh, you have an RV. So you just tiptoe to the washroom. Yeah, 3 steps away. We always have, though, a tent site like literally right next to the bathroom, so not usually a long trek. Not just for reading works amazingly when the power goes out. Yes, as long as it's charged. Absolutely. Thank you, Nikita. I'd like to have a couple of nonfictions that I might try to read next year. I didn't do badly. I think I read about between 3 and 5 this year, so it's way more than I usually read of nonfiction. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you'll be here the week after. Yay. Jamie says she likes A Soul as Cold as Frost. I know the cover, and that one's definitely been on my list for a while. Stacy says she'll work on updating her book review pages for her reading journal during the next sprint. Then probably relax for a bit before going to bed. Ooh, early mornings. Yeah, I'm the opposite. I have late nights and, well, kind of early mornings, I guess. I wake up between 8 and 9, but I go to bed at like between 1 and 2 usually. So at least I'm getting 8 hours of sleep. But I'm a night person. So like I work a lot during the night, like editing videos or reading or exercising, whatever at night. And then in the morning, I'm like tired. Oh, it's a quick read. I'll have to check it out, see how long it is. Maybe I can squeeze it in. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, overhype doesn't hit me very often because I really try hard to stay away from any reviews of books that I'm interested in. I really try hard to stay away from reviews. So I'm like, I'm just gonna stay away and not listen to people talk about the books that I want to read because otherwise it's like I will get overhyped sometimes. That one I think was more of a confusing book. Like I thought it was going to be more about the process of writing and maybe encouragement for writers, and it was more autobiographical. I can't talk. More of like an autobiography about the author. So I was like, that kind of where my brain was like, huh? So I think that's why. Yeah, I thought there was at least 2 older versions of the movie than the 1994. I think I tried the 1994. I didn't get very far. I think it was on TV one time. Allie's trying to finish Incidents Around the House tonight. It's a new Josh Malerman one. Let me know how it is. I have read only The Birdhouse and the sequel, Mallory. I tried another one of his books and I didn't like it. So let me know if you're enjoying that one. Yeah, I thought he was going to be like an auto read author, but I'm like, I don't know. Nikita says I only see the 1947, the original, and the 1994 remake. I don't know about the other one. Let me see. Because I saw it one time and I was like, oh, there's another one. I don't know if it was on Amazon Prime or what it was on, but I was like, oh, there's another one. I'm wondering, I don't even know if it's older than that or not because it was in black and white. Trying to see if I can actually find it. Let's see here. TV. Oh, it's a TV movie. Actually, there's one in 1973 and 1959, and then there's a TV episode in 1955. So I guess the 2 main ones are like the 1947 original one and 1994. So yes. And supposedly there's a Highway to Heaven episode that's similar called With Love, the Clause. So supposedly it's supposed to be like Miracle on 34th Street. Okay. Yeah, expectations were weird for that one. You're almost done with Bandersnatch, which he quoted, and it's about the Inkling. Such a fun audiobook. Oh yeah, I remember him talking about that. That's right. I still need to look up his music. I don't know if I would enjoy it or not, but I'm always interested in finding new artists to listen to. Jamie says I keep that kind of schedule when I'm not working. Yeah. Yeah, I am a night owl. I tried to train myself and I was doing really good. I would like go to bed at 11 and wake up at like between 7 and 8. I was like I was doing really good, and then all of a sudden I'm back to being a little bit of a night owl. But I'm glad I'm not as bad as I used to be. I used to go to bed as late as like 4 o'clock in the morning and wake up at like between 10 and 11, and that was bad. So I'm glad I don't do that anymore. Although I don't think I could even if I tried. If I did like one of those 24-hour reading sprints, I'd be asleep by 2 max. Oh, thank you, Allie. When you were watching Miracle and finished the 1947 one, the other one I was talking about popped up. It was only like an hour long. Okay. So yeah, it must have been like a TV movie or something. Yeah, I don't like when they color old black and white movies. I always feel like they're way better when they're just the way they were in black and white, you know? I know one of my favorite movies, Some Like It Hot, it was like they could have made it in color because it was during that era and, color was available, but they were like, they felt like because it was set in the 1920s that it would have been better set in black and white. And I totally agree. I feel like that movie should not be in color. Peterson's song "Be Kind to Yourself" is so sweet and beautiful. Oh, Stacy's a night owl too. Yeah, I'm a weird night owl. See, I can't do reading sprints until like 2 a.m. because like I guess the introverted self in me is like I'm all peopled out by like 9:30, 10 o'clock max. So I tend to go and just relax until bedtime because I'm all peopled out. I'm tired. I just need to sleep. All right, so let's do at least one more reading sprint. I think I have one more in me. I think that's about it. So we're gonna do a one more, and so we'll go until 30 after, but perfect timing, exactly 30 minutes. So let's go have fun reading. I'm gonna try to get to 1,000 words before. That's only about 400 words more to go. So let's have fun reading, writing, or whatever, and I will see you all back at 30 after. Okay, everyone, that's the end of our last reading sprint for tonight. Let me know how you all ended up finishing up. Let's see where we were on our comments here. Gotta scroll up a little bit. There we go. I noticed that Avril went, so good night, and I'll see her in 2 weeks. Yes, the black and white version is the best. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know they would have released it in color, but a strike was limiting how much studios could produce. Interesting. I did not know that. Well, I think it made it better in black and white. Merry Christmas, Sassy. You just finishing up skipping Christmas. I literally, if you're still on here, I literally just finished watching Christmas with the Cranks, which is the movie version of that book. I watched it again this year, just today with my mom. So that was nice. And I've read the book before, which is literally just like the movie. But it was nice to rewatch the movie. I like the movie. It is a small book. Okay. I'll have to check it out. See if I can squeeze it in. Maybe. Maybe not until next year or after Christmas. Good night, Stacy. I'm glad you can pop in tonight. Nikita read 20 pages of The Gardener Heist, and I'll keep reading the books through the night. Welcome. I hope you have a wonderful night too. And I made my goal for tonight anyways. I wrote 1,081 words tonight. So I'm only 400, maybe even 300. No, 400. 400 away from 20,000. I think I can do that either tonight or tomorrow morning. I'm really excited. Hi, Donna. I'm glad you got to squeak in for the last sprint. Delonda read another 14 pages and ate some popcorn. Have a great night, too. Jeanette read about 15% in your book, made it to 54%. Awesome. You're welcome, Talonda. And Chelsea's 55% of the way through A Soul as Cold as Frost. It's too good to DNF, but it doesn't consistently hold your attention. Well, I'm glad it's good enough to continue, so that's good. It is so cute. I love Jamie Lee Curtis and Tim Allen together. I feel like they should have done more movies. Thank you. I'm glad I did good too. So we all did good. All right, so I'm going to say a quick prayer to bless us for the weekend and everything. Dear Lord, thank you for such wonderful friends, Lord God. Thank you for new friends. I pray that the reading sprints were a blessing to everyone, that we got a lot of reading done or work done, Lord God. Thank you for the 1,000+ words written tonight. I really do appreciate that, Lord God. And just thank you, Lord God, for all the friends and all the book love that we can share with each other, Lord. I pray for safe travels if anybody's going anywhere this weekend. And I pray for good weather for the rest of the season as well. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, everyone. Good night. You ADHD read. In other words, you skip from thing to thing. I like that. That sounds like me. All right, so I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night, and I will see you all